inspired it?
The only thing in life that has ever been consistent and something that is tangible and something that I can understand is myself. So I don't believe that I'm narcissistic. And I don't know. I'm not like a selfish person. I've actually realized recently I'm more empathetic than anything. And I didn't realize till somebody told me like, oh, you're empathetic. Because I feel like I wouldn't come off that way, but then after reviewing my actions and the way that I interact with people, I realized that I am. Ain't nobody gonna love you but yourself. Where you from? Chi-Town, West Side, we get down. Roller rinks, Pelly minks, niggas is mad real. What's the deal? Niggas take your top off like Happy Meals. Where you from? Big fella, hey bro, what you sellin'? Blow rock, crack dope. Sippin' Henny mad slow, ganja burn gon' blow. Hey bro, where you from? Chicago nigga. Tall buildings and glass ceilings. Segregation, love, and real thugs. Chaotic train tracks like veins and fast feet. That West Side versus South Side beef. Italian beef, pizzerias, and mobs deep. Where you from? The Windy City. Colorful streets, family trees, huge institutions that either carried or ruined your dreams. Big IQs, small communities, police authority, Common, Kanye West, and Michelle Obama. The Bean, they trying to keep the streets clean. From street pharmacists and Portillo bags, we in our bags working. Where you from? I've seen niggas turn bitch and hoes trick niggas all for the green. I've seen girls turn fake, men turn simp, and the world shift. Strung out bodies, lost minds and souls, chemical castration. I've seen community seats, now beds. Young generations trying to get ahead. I've seen train hustlers and street hustlers, finesses and scammers. I've seen valleys and rainbows and tear-brought sunsets. I've seen smiles of love before cuts in the tub and after waterfalls reach my chin. I've seen boys become men and future leaders that look like me upon the horizon. I've seen the working class, the wealthy, and the poor. I've seen the devil and felt God wrap my spirit in his arms. Prior to me doing sex work, I was kind of sought after, but I feel like in a different way. After I did it, it was only sexual interactions, and that became very toxic for me because I know that I'm more than that. So yeah, people who aren't in sex work, who, look at these people and judge them, please stop. Because it's a form of entertainment. So just be entertained. Don't try to take advantage of those people. One of my favorite paintings is a self-portrait. I did it in in April of 2001. And it actually does not have my face in it, just my body. And it consists of words are over it. That kind of were things that I've had to face in society as a Black gay man. And it is a direct commentary on my HIV status. So it's an emotional piece, but it's one of my favorites. I talked to one of my friends who was also positive, and it just kind of brought me into reality of I'm not alone. And the feeling of being lonely, I'm definitely familiar with. So to be in one of the darkest moments of my life, facing one of my biggest fears, and to not be alone was a God-sent realization. My body was all I had, my soul a hollow shell. The instinct to survive was my only goal. The wounds that were once deep are now healed, and I step into what I know. The entire world was down, food and supplies scarce like water in the desert. I opened my temple to men that weren't invited. Dirty shoes on hardwood floors, not speaking when entering my home, invasion of my privacy and dominance. Was I in control? No. Capitalism was. While my stomach may have been full most nights, my heart wasn't. You left my heart shattered. I refused to pick up the pieces, so I left them in my small apartment in Wisconsin. When the lights and cameras were rolling, I completely disconnected. A soulless corpse, there only for pleasure and entertainment. I knew this would be easy because I had persuaded so many men in the past. But now they were persuading me to become a commodity, only for pleasure and entertainment. Under the table deals wrapped in conviction. Conviction that this was the best. Conviction that pimping my body was because they loved me. Conviction that dancing my heart out was only for me and not for the numerous men who would observe my body weekly like an abstract piece of art. Body glitter and regrets, too many drinks to count. At least they were free, right? Little did I know my last scene would be when I met him. Two souls crying out for help, who made love to each other and not the camera. Who would look into each other's eyes and know that the world wasn't so bad at all. No matter what, we would be there, even though we were states apart. I felt your love embrace me, and I chose to embrace you too, till infinity. I've broken hearts, shattered egos, drained pockets, and brought men to their knees. Brought tears to their eyes and joy to their bodies. Love to their hearts. This ass was like a mind-altering drug. Ode to the pussy. I wasn't always careful, you know. I prayed over my life many of nights, but that's as far as it got. I woke up worn out both physically and mentally. Confused and concerned with my actions. Where does temptation get you? Far enough to climax and submerge into pleasure fields where white lilies will brush your face. Your body tingles and shakes with no control. Far enough to whisper daddy because you're still searching for him. Far enough to grip white sheets and bite pillows. Where does temptation get you? Far enough to reach clouds and blow clouds. High enough to see God. Low enough to medicate, self-medicate. Forming the words yes when your heart says no. Dirty money and dirty men. Where does temptation get you? To meadows of hope and fear. Fear comes to life. Where does temptation get you? Not far. He'll leave you there stranded. In those fields of fear and hope and climax, he'll leave you to fend for yourself and starve for more. I think that life is like, do you know those books where when you flip through it, it kind of creates like a visual? So I think that that's life for everybody. It's kind of, you're in this book and everything is kind of already drawn out for you, but we see it as those individual pictures which creates our lives. We're all just dreaming of what's next or like who we are and like how we bring that out into the world. I think that if I look at my life in a sense of surrealism, then I'm able to kind of go about life without being so stern on like what's going on in the world. I'm kind of just happy to be here and navigate as who I see fit for that day. Because it's something new every day. I am a delicate flower, protected by hard ocean shells, surrounded by ruthless tides and beaming light. I am covered in cocoa leaves and birthed from holy waters. I am my ancestors and the future generation. I am life and death personified. I am alone, not lonely. I am storm puddles and fragile dirt worms. I am earth moon, and stars. The whisper of the wind that tickles your nose. I am lost, I am found. I am neither here nor there. I am everywhere. I am you, I am me, I am. Life was something like an odd circle. Talking to the moon, observing the round edges, looking at the bits and pieces, focusing on the imperfections, reflecting under the stars, light shine bright, resembling hurt. Oh, that wasn't my intention. Did I forget to mention that I love you? But I gotta do what's best for me because I'm documenting all that I see, all the past memories. Passing. We were just passing time because our egos allowed it. But there's a finish line. This is my time to start my journey. A soul. Okay. Yes. All right. All right. I'm ready.